Hello and welcome to my channel, The Crochet Doctor. My name's Amy and I'm a doctor who crochets. This is an exciting video. I'm really excited. Can you tell? We are doing London Pride. As a member of the LGBTQIA+ community, I like going to prides. I like selling at prides. The atmosphere is amazing. Everybody's super happy. People also spend money, which is really good for business. We're taking a punt and we're going to London Pride. We have a 3x3 gazebo stall set up and we are there and trading for a total of 6 hours. It's an early start in the day. We trade 12 till 6 and then a long pack down. It is driving into London. This is as far into London as I've ever driven before. I'm a little bit nervous about that and I'm doing it in a van. Wise choices. Very shortly I will be going and picking up that van. This video is going to take you through all the prep work, the getting everything ready, packing up to go, bit of labeling, and then the event itself. I cannot wait to see what I can find at this event. There's 5 different stages, all within a walking distance of each other. We are in the family friendly zone. We did that for several reasons. 1, it is our target demographic. 2, it was the cheapest option of pitch. And 3, it was even cheaper because we didn't need to pay the street license fee. Because we are going to be in a park, we don't need to pay that fee. So it was even cheaper. Still not cheap, but cheaper. We also got a discount because if you're a member of the community, you get a discounted fee. It's never a perk of being gay, but apparently that is one. Fantastic. Let's start this journey and I'm going to start by going and picking up our van. It's 6 o'clock. What a day. Some of you might be saying, it's 6 o'clock. Why have you not packed the van and left to go to Kent to drop the kids off at your mum's so that you can have a nice early night's sleep so you could be up crack of dawn to get to London for 7 a.m. I'm asking the same question. I got to the van rental this morning and the van they've given us is the wrong size. We specifically ordered the size we did because it fits some of the parking restrictions in London, so we can park the car in the parking space that we've booked and paid for. No, this one is too tall. They said to me, you can come at 4 o'clock. There's a van your size coming at 4 o'clock and you can have that one. Fabulous. We took the number plate of this van. Really important fact, because we needed to give that by midday to get security access to all of the closed rows in London. It has to be that van. There is no other van that it can be now. 4 o'clock came and went and I called. They said they'd just spoken to him. They'd called him because he wasn't back yet. He said, oh, I'm stuck in traffic. Going to be at least 6:30, if not later. They close at 6. The lovely manager is staying late to wait for him to give me that van, which I'm now going to go and collect. But it means that it's going to be a late pack, late travel, late night with a very early start, and I am annoyed. But for those of you that watch my channel, you know things do not always go according to plan. Hopefully this is the hiccup for the weekend and everything else will go smoothly. Let's go get the other van. Fingers crossed it's there, please. Bye, massive van. I think that's my bad boy. Finally got the van. Let's get it packed. This could go really wrong. We'll see. Oh, hopefully it all stays in place. We all know it won't. It is Saturday morning. It's London Pride Day. The sun is glaring in my eyes. We have breakfast, very important. I'm now about to plan the route into London. I have to go into London, into a closed off area with no open roads. And then I have to drive back out to Clapham to park the van and tube it back in again. It's going to be a nightmare. And apparently there's steps to wherever we're going. We're going to be carrying a lot of stuff. So I decided not to wear my nice gay shirt, and I'm going with a little strappy number. And then I'll change for the event because it's going to be hot today. Bit nervous about the drive and very apprehensive about how today is going to go. So fingers crossed for a good one. See you when we get there. We'll pit stop in central London. The other half has what I can only describe as an upset tummy. This is going to be a fun day. Yeah. Might be down to me a bit more than I thought. We have 2.1 miles to go and I am doing 21 miles an hour.
Check out my side. A little bit of the London eye for everybody. Check out them boats.
We've parked up on a single yellow line. I have no idea where we are, how we get in, where we unload, or what's going on. This is going to be fun. This is the bit that was giving me anxiety. We've gotten into London without crashing the car. Now we just got to figure out how to unload. This is what makes me never want to do London events. This is the first London event we're ever doing. The other half has just gone for a wander because we're in the gardens. She's going to try and find out what's going on. I can see rainbow-topped gazebos. They're all up. Wish us luck. This is how close we are to central London. There is London Charing Cross, the main train station. The pitch is smaller than we were told. We have a 3x2 gazebo. So we're going to figure out a new layout. We have just been given full permission to take the sides down, so we're going to expand out that way a little bit. We're not completely set up, but I'm going to do this now before it gets too busy. But this is the Lego setup.
I know.
And we have a couple of hanging items. We forgot our heads. The chickens, crochet kits. We left the signage at home. We are missing some signs, so makeshift signs, which is not ideal, but we're working with it. And then this is the crochet display. And I put some of my bandanas out as well. We've already sold a few of the Pride Octos, a few of the Rainbow Octos, a frog. We're doing well so far and we've not even opened yet. Been a busy day. We've not got any footage and I will explain why. I have got the van, we've packed up, it's all in the van and we're going to head back to Kent. I will fill you in probably when we're back home because it's been a very long day. But stay tuned to see how well we did. It's beautiful.
Bossy McBoss face.
Look at that sunset. I do miss living in London.
Bye, London. Look at those balconies. Like, even are you, London?
We're back home. And as usual, it's over a week later that I'm filming this outro. To be honest, I debated even putting this video together. I did not get any footage of the stall at the event for many, many reasons. The reason I didn't get any footage was because it was so unbelievably busy. We didn't even get a chance to eat or breathe. We tried keeping up our fluids because it was so hot, but that was all we had a chance to do. And they played copyrighted music pretty much the entire day. That's one thing about Pride, is they do have good music. But because of that, any footage I got, I had to take any sound out of, so me talking wasn't really any point. Let's recap. We had van issues. They gave us the wrong size van to get into the car park. Most of the car parks in London are all underground or barrier controlled, which is complicated. You can hire out a driveway parking space, but we left it a bit late for that. We finally got the correct van and had a very late start to packing. Early start on the Saturday morning. Driving into London actually was pretty simple when there's no traffic. Although there's a lot of different lanes for a lot of different places, but you know, we made it and it was okay. The other half came down with a tummy bug, so that was interesting and meant a lot of the work fell to me that day. Don't know if it was a tummy bug or nerves, because it settled down for her, which was really, really good. I think it was nerves. We got to where we thought we were supposed to be. That's not where we were supposed to be. Parked up, tried to find the entrance, couldn't find it. We'd been given 2 different sets of instructions, and a set of instructions from the event and also a set of instructions from security, and each one told us to ignore the other one. We tried both and turns out security were correct. We got in, managed to park the van in the actual park, so no stairs, could unload immediately, perfect. Then the pitch that we got was smaller than what we had thought. I don't know if we were told it was a 3x3 or if that was an assumption. I'm pretty sure the other half told me it was a 3x3 and we did the design for that. But they were so lovely and we were on the end. We just expanded out the side. They were like, yeah, whatever. We got all of our tables in, had a nice bit of space. It meant we were in the sun for a lot of the day, but sun hats and sun cream, that's the way to go. The booth looked really nice and set up well. It seemed to work well with the space, but there were always so many people in the booth, you just couldn't get to anything. There was a queue to get in for a large part of the day. And that was interesting. We forgot our signs. That was a bit of a problem. It gave me quite a lot of stress, but I went to a local supermarket, grabbed some Sharpies and some card, and we fixed it. It was fine. Just didn't look as professional as we would usually like. don't forget your signs and your pricing and your disclaimers and your QR codes. Just don't forget them. It's just a bit of advice to any people doing markets. Don't forget your signs. So things that went wrong: the van, the upset tummy, the signs, the size of the pitch. It's only supposed to be 3 things. Size of the pitch, and I think that was it. I think that's everything that went wrong. The good things: a celebrity bought some of my plushies. I wasn't even there for this. I was so annoyed. A person from a TV show that we watch turned up with their kids and bought an axolotl and a lanyard, and I'm a bit like, oh, lovely. So adorable. They tried to be like undercover in a sense, not making a big deal out of who they were. When they came to buy the axolotl, my other half was like, you look familiar, do I know you? And they went, no, I just get that sometimes. And then when they came back to buy the lanyard, my other half was like, I do know you, don't I? And they went, yes. Paid and walked away. Don't make a big deal. They're there to enjoy their day. A celebrity now owns some of my stuff, which is kind of cool. But what you're really here for, the numbers. We tried to keep track of what we sold, and we made it to just before 2 o'clock. The event started officially at 12 and went on till officially 6 o'clock. We made our first sale at 9:46, over 2 hours before the event started, and we made our last sale at about 7:30. So an hour and a half after it finished. People just kept coming and they just kept buying things, and it was absolutely fantastic. We were told, and it was quite visible, that we were the busiest stall in that area. Oh, the other thing that went wrong, we ran out of change. We take a lot of change. We take a cash flow of about £200 usually, all in fives and change. And we had so many kids coming in with £10 notes buying a £6 item that we were giving out £4 change every time. And we just ran out. I went out for a 40-minute explore to try and find a bank open on a Saturday afternoon. That was my first error. I tried to find a post office. I tried to find a money exchange. Nothing. And I had so much anxiety in that 40 minutes because I could not move for people. It was absolutely packed. It was like the convention shuffle. You couldn't move anywhere. I couldn't even get my camera out to film because it was just so overwhelming. I don't know if I can find a picture or an aerial view of what Pride was like, but if I can, I will put it here. But trying to find anything in that crowd was absolutely insane. And then I found myself stuck on the wrong side of the Pride parade, which went on for a total of 5 hours. The parade just kept going the whole day. It was amazing, but very overwhelming. I'm not good in crowds. I like to stand behind the booth. Anyway, we tried to keep tally, and we only made it a couple of hours because it was so busy. And in those couple of hours, I don't even think we got everything down. It just wasn't possible. We had both of us working at one point, and one of our friends turned up and he had to pitch in as well. It was that busy. We had 2 card readers on the go for most of the day. We had people coming from the main part of the booth to where we were standing to pay, which is what we had designed. But because there was such a long queue, people were coming around the sides as well. Say, can I just pay for this? Can I just pay for this? Can I just pay for this? I'm like, it was amazingly overwhelming. It was fantastic. Anyway, numbers, which is what you're all here for. Let's start with the expenses. We paid £798 for our pitch, and it was actually a half price pitch because we're a member of the community. We didn't have to pay the street license fee because we weren't on the road. £798 could have been double plus 200. So it could have been a lot more. We paid £149 for the van. We spent £50 on fuel, and we paid £16 for our parking, which brings us to a total expenses without including cost of materials, because I have no idea what that is, a total of £1,013 expenses, which actually, considering our last event, that this was a lot less of a payout, but we didn't have to pay accommodation. It was a 1-day, or arguably a 6-hour event. £1,013 for a 6-hour event in expenses. That's quite a lot. It was quite a big gamble and we had no idea how it was going to go. However, we took £533 in cash, which is pretty good for 6 hours. But the catch, we took £3,361 on the card reader, which leaves us with a total gross profit of £3,894 for a one-day event, which was only open for 6 hours. That's crazy. Our total net profit, not including material costs, because you know I don't do that yet, we do that at the end of the tax year. The total net profit was £2,881. That's not bad for a day's work, I don't think. What do you think? It's crazy, absolutely crazy. Safe to say, I want to do the event again next year. I have plans for what we will sell. Because it was so many kids, so many of the smaller items went. I should have predicted that, and I kind of did because I had a really big array, but I was hoping to sell some bigger items, but we didn't actually sell any big items. It just wasn't that demographic. We sold lots of little things. That £2,881 was broken down by £5 to £10 items and then a few bigger purchases as well. It was crazy, but you can imagine how many transactions that was. It was a lot of people that came and they bought lots of little things to spread out amongst the children, and we had a lot of people come back and buy more. I think one family came back 4 times to buy other things. The jewellery was also super successful. Lots of our Pride key rings went. We made specific London Pride pin badges, which went down a treat. We sold some crochet kits, which was lovely. We sold some coloured penguins, a few pigeons, sold some frogs and a chick. It was great. The kits were going down well as well. We sold a bit of everything, which was really, really nice. And the jewellery always does well at Pride as well. It's a perfect demographic for what we do. Hope that gives you a realistic and transparent look into the business side of things and the gambles that we take to try and get the profit that we make. Safe to say, we won this gamble. And we want to do it again, and we're going to make it bigger next time. If they let us in, that is. If you like this video, please hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you want to see more content from myself. Hype this video if you've got any hype left. And if you really enjoy market videos, please check out this video that I did recently where we went to our biggest event of the year. Until then, bye guys.